yesterday's class we have discussed how to represent a fractional numbers on the number line. And today once we will revise how to represent the fractional numbers on the number line. So observe here, one of the fraction they are given 7/6 and other fraction is 5/3 and third one is 4/8 and fourth fraction is 2/3. So like this given, we need to represent them on the number line. Observe here 7/6, 5/3. In these two, denominator is lesser than the numerator. So those two are improper fractions. And coming to remaining third and fourth, the denominator is more than the numerator. So these are proper fractions. All the proper fractions lies between 0 and 1. Yes or no? All the proper fractions lies between 0 and 1, whereas improper fractions lies more than 1. Yes? Now observe 7/6. So 7/6 I want to represent by using the number line 0. Because denominator is 6, we will start with 1/6, 2/6, 0 to 1, total 6 equal parts are divided. 3/6, 4/6, 5/6, 6/6, 7/6, 8/6, 9/6, 10/6, 11/6, 12/6. And here 0, 6/6 is 1, 12/6 is 2. And we need to represent 7/6. That's all. Because it is improper, that's why more than 1. See, more than 1. It is lying on the number line more than 1. And where it is lying between 1 and 2. How we can write where it is lying on the number line? Just first convert it into mixed fraction. So how to convert into mixed fraction? Go through with the division. 6 ones are 6, 1 is left. So it is quotient, remainder, divisor. That means 7/6 is equal to quotient, remainder by divisor. Quotient is 1, remainder is 1, divisor is 6. 1/6 is the mixed fraction of 7/6. Here we got quotient is 1, means this number is lies between 1 and 2. So to represent this pictorially, we need 2 wholes. How that? Observe. Each part is divided into 6 equal parts. 2 wholes we need. We need 2 wholes and each wholes are divided into 6 equal parts. So completely 7/6. This 1/6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6/6 and it is 1/6. Totally 7/6. It is pictorial representation and this is conversion of improper fraction to mixed fraction and how to represent on the number line for this improper fraction. Okay. So this is the way to represent a improper fraction on the number line as well as pictorial representation. Now coming to 5/3, very simple. 5/3 also improper, means it is also lying more than 1. Now observe the second problem. So because denominator is 3, we need to divide 0 to 1, 3 equal parts. That is 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. 3/3 is nothing but 1. And 4/3, 5/3. Next number is 6/3. 6/3 is nothing but 3 ones are 3 twos are, so 2. So 5/3 is the required value and it is lying between 1 and 2. So converting to mixed fraction, what you will get? 5/3 is equal to 3 ones are 3 and still 2 is left, so 2/3. 3 ones are 3, 3 plus 2, 5/3. Means it is lying between 1 and 2. So we are getting between 1 and 2. That's all. Now coming to the next third problem, 4 by 8. 4 by 8 is proper fraction. So just between 0 to 1 only it will lie. We will see 0 because denominator is 8. We need to divide into 8 equal parts. 1 by 8, 2 by 8, 3 by 8, 4 by 8, 5 by 8, 6 by 8, 7 by 8, 8 by 8. 8 by 8 is nothing but 1 and required value is 4 by 8. So just observe it is lying between 0 to 1. 0 and 1 because it is proper fraction, so it is lying between 0 and 1. Now coming to 2 by 3, again it is also proper fraction and each part is divided into 3 equal parts. So 0, 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 3 by 3 and we need 2 by 3. So just observe between 0 to 1. Okay, because it is proper. Every proper fraction lies between 0 and 1. So it is very, very important to remember. And next, all the improper fractions lies more than 1. So depending on their quotient, we need to decide where does they lie on the number line. Now some of the questions we will see and where does they lie on the number line, we will decide. Here the questions are given like this: 17 by 8 and 11 by 4, 1 by 3, 7 by 9, 7 by 5, 6 by 11. Next, 9 by 2, 9 by 5. And it is given that uh, arrange the given fractions that which, so decide which are lying before 1 and between 1 and 2. Which of the fractions showing above are lying between 1 and 2 and before 1. Before 1 means 0, between 0 and 1. So that is nothing but all the proper fractions lies before 1. All the improper fractions lies after 1. And after 1, we need to decide those fractions. We need to consider only those fractions which are lying between 1 and 2. In improper fractions also, we need to select which are lying between 1 and 2. Before that, first decide observe the given fraction 17 by 8 is the first fraction. So it is improper, means it is lies more than 1, not before 1, after 1. And now observe here, 8 1s are 8, 8 2s are 16 is nearer to this one. 8 2s are 16, 16 plus 1 is 17. 2 1 by 8. See conversion, how we will convert? First these two multiply. So 8 2s are 16, 16 plus 1, 17 will get in the numerator by 8. Otherwise, go through with the division. Q R by D. Compulsory, we will get 2 1 by 8. If you have any doubt, go through with division. 8 2s are 16, remainder is 1. So remainder, quotient, divisor. Quotient is 2, remainder is 1, divisor is 8. Okay. So because quotient is 2, it is lying between 2 and 3. Therefore, 17 by 8 lies between 2 and 3. So it is does not belongs to 1 and 2. Now coming to the second one, 11 by 4. 11 by 4 also improper fraction. So convert into mixed fraction. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12. 12 is more than 11. So 4 2s are 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. 4 2s are 8, 8 plus 3 is 11. So 11 by 4. Means again it is also lies between 2 and 3. Now coming to the next fraction, 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is unit fraction. So it is a proper fraction at all. So it is lies between 0 and 1. That means before 1. Okay. And coming to the next fraction, 7 by 9. 7 by 9 also proper fraction. So it lies between 0 and 1 only. And next, 7 by 5 is improper. So convert into mixed fraction. 5 ones are 5 plus 2. 5 ones are 5, 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 by 5. So it is lies between 1 and 2. We just observe, we need to select that 1 and 2 also. Before 1, these two we are getting, and between 1 and 2 till now this one fraction only we got. After that, consider 6 by 11. 6 by 11 is proper. So it is also lies between 0 and 1. And next, 9 by 2. Denominator is lesser than the numerator, so improper fraction. Yes or no? So convert it into mixed fraction. 2 4s are 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 4 1 by 2 means it is lies between 4 and 5. Okay. Next coming to 9 by 5. 9 by 5. So 5 2s are 10 will get. That means 5 1s are 5 is sufficient. Still 4 we need. 1 4 by 5. 5 1s are 5. 5 plus 4 9. 9 by 5. So it is lies between 1 and 2. Now write the answer. Before 1 which fractions are lying? All the proper fractions. Those are 1 by 3 comma 7 by 9 comma 6 by 11 are lies before 1. And second question, between 1 and 2, 7 by 5 and 9 by 5. 7 by 5 comma 9 by 5 are lies between 1 and 2. That's it. Those are the required questions. Now coming to the exercise problem. So here first problem is given by out of these which are proper fractional numbers. Out of these which are proper fractional numbers. And the first question 3 by 2, second question 2 by 5, third question 1 by 7, and fourth one 8 by 3. And second problem, which of these are improper fractional numbers? Write where does they lie on the number line. And first problem is 2 by 7, secondly 7 by 11, third one is 9 by 11, fourth one is 13 by 2, fifth one is 7 by 3. Okay, these two questions are very simple. First we need to select which are proper fractions, and secondly we need to select which are improper fractions. That's all. And observe the first problem. Proper fractions are nothing but denominator must be greater than the numerator. Yes or no? So identify what is the denominator and numerator for the given fraction. 3 by 2. 3 is numerator, 2 is denominator. So 3 by 2 is an improper fraction, not a proper fraction, because denominator is lesser than the numerator. And coming to second problem, 2 by 5. 2 is lesser than 5, otherwise 5 is more than 2. That means denominator is more than numerator. Down value is greater, then that is proper. If down value is lesser, then that is improper. Coming to 1 by 7. Denominator is more than the numerator, so proper fraction. 3 and 8. 3 is lesser than 8, so improper fraction. So here we need to select the proper fractions. 2 by 5, that is second one, and third one 1 by 7 are proper fractions, and where does they lie on the number line? Actually they did not ask. All the proper fractions lies between 0 and 1. That's all. So here we need to write which are proper fractions. That's it. Improper is just opposite of proper fractions. Inverse fraction of proper fraction is improper, means denominator is lesser than the numerator. So just observe here, remaining fractions 3 by 2 and 8 by 3 are improper fractions. Yes. And where does they lie on the number line? Convert into mixed fraction and decide. Now coming to the second question. Which of these are improper fractions? We need to choose improper fractions and write where does they lie on the number line. So we need to write where they are lying on the number line also. First of all, what are the improper fractions we will see? 2 by 7. 2 is, see, down value is more, means it is proper. 7 by 11. Down value only more, denominator is more, so it is also proper. And 9 by 11, because of denominator is greater, so it is also proper fraction. 13 by 2, denominator is lesser than the numerator, so it is improper. 7 by 3 also improper. 13 by 2 comma and 7/3 are improper fractions. So where does they lie on the number line? We must write. 13/2 is 13/2 equal to, convert into mixed fraction. 2 table you know very well. 13 is, when you will get, what is the nearer value for 13 in 2 table? 2 6 are 12. So 6 will come as quotient. 12 already finished, only 1 left. So 1/2. Otherwise go through with the division, no problem. So 6 1/2. So it is lies between 6 and 7 on the number line. Okay. And second question, 7/3. 3 table you know very well. So 7 we have, 3 ones are 3 twos are 6. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. 6 is nearer to 7. So 3 twos are 6. Still 1 is left. 2 1/3 lies between 2 and 3 on the number line. That's it. Okay. So if the question is select the proper fraction, means denominator must be greater than numerator. That is the condition for proper. So select the proper fraction. If they are asking to select the improper, denominator is lesser than the numerator, then you must choose such type of fractions. And if they are asking where does the given fractions lie on the number line, in that case, convert them into mixed fraction and decide where does they lying on the number line. Okay. Now coming to the third problem. Third problem. Pick out the mixed fractions from these. Okay, now observe here, these are the given problems and we need to choose which are the mixed fractions. Mixed fractions are nothing but they must have a combination of a natural number and a proper fraction. So here just observe it is a proper fraction, not mixed fraction. Coming to this one, natural number is there, proper fraction is there. So it is a mixed fraction. 7 by 2 is improper fraction because denominator is lesser. So improper fraction. And coming to fourth one, 2 3 by 5. 2 is a natural number, 3 by 5 is a proper fraction. So mixed fraction. Here second one and fourth one are mixed fractions. These two. That's all. And next two problems we have conversion. So that is very, very important. How to convert mixed fractions to improper and improper to mixed. Till now several problems we have solved to decide where does they lie on the number line. Now we will see. Now coming to the fourth problem, convert the following improper fractions to mixed fractions. Till now we did this also. Conversion. So whenever we are getting improper fractions, then only we can convert them into mixed fractions, not for proper. Okay. Convert the following improper fractions to mixed fractions. Now first problem is 7 by 3. Second one is given 11 by 2. Third one is 9 by 4. Fourth one is 27 by 4. Observe the first problem. 7 by 3 is equal to, so we know 3 table very well. Try to write which is the nearer value for the numerator. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. So 6 is nearer, means 3 twos are quotient we must write here. 3 twos are 6. Out of 7, 6 is finished. Still how much is left? Only 1. 6 plus 1, yes or no? So 1 by 3. So 1 by 3, that is quotient remainder by divisor. So now do the division. 3 twos are 6, remainder is 1. Quotient, remainder, divisor. Whatever conversion is there, either improper to mixed or mixed to improper, denominator will not change. After the conversion also we will get the same denominator. Actual procedure is this one, but how to write without doing this division also I am explaining. Okay, now coming to the second question, 11 by 2. All the questions we need to do in this way only. So in 2 table 11 we will not get, we know that. But what is the nearer value? 2 5s are 10, means 5 has changed, still 1 is left. So 5 1 by 2 will get. We will see. 2 5s are 10. Remainder is 1. Quotient is 5. Remainder is 1. Divisor is 2. So we will get quotient as 5. Remainder is 1. Divisor is 2. See, after the conversion also we are getting same number. Quotient remainder by divisor. So remember this. Okay. Like that only we must do for remaining quotients also. Third problem. 9 by 4 is equal to 4 divided by, 9 divided by 4. 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8 is the sufficient number. 1 is left. So quotient remainder is 1. And after the conversion also you will get the denominator 4 only. Okay. Then coming to the fourth problem. 27 by 4. Again we will get 4 only as the denominator. But what will be the quotient? 27. 4 7s are 28 we will get. So 4 6 are 24. 27 minus 24 we will get 3 by 4. 6 3 by 4. 6 4s are 24. 24 plus 3 27 by 4. We will see. 4 6 are 24. Remainder is 3. Remainder quotient divisor. Quotient 6. Remainder 3. Divisor 4. Okay. This is the conversion of improper fractions to mixed fractions. While you are converting improper to mixed, we are using division and we are using like this QR by D, quotient remainder by divisor. Okay. Next, mixed fractions to improper fractions. How to convert? That is the next problem. Convert the following mixed fractions to improper fractions. And here the questions are given. 1 2 by 7. Second problem is 3 2 by 8. Third problem is 10 2 by 9. And fourth problem is 8 7 by 9. Now observe the given questions and convert them into mixed fraction, improper fractions. So because here they are given 1 2 by 7, first problem. Observe what I am doing. Multiply these two numbers. See, after the conversion also we will get same denominator. Okay. So first multiply these two numbers, means 1 into 7. 1 into 7. After that, whatever result you will get, add 2. See, why we are keeping bracket means, according to BODMAS rule, compulsory we need to simplify multiplication operation only rather than pluses or no. Brackets, BODMAS. Brackets, first if brackets are there, we need to do that operations only. So inside the brackets, 197 numbers are there, between them multiplication is there. Means 1 into 7, that one we need to do first. After that, plus 2 by 7. So 7 plus 2, so only one operation is there. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 by 7 is the improper fraction for 1, 2 by 7. And according to BODMAS rule, first we need to simplify brackets. O for half, and D for division, M for multiplication, addition, subtraction. Means if you are getting any operation, for suppose 7 into 5 divided by 3 plus 2 minus 5 plus 5 into 2, like this I have. Okay. In that case, first we need to take brackets. So this one we have to simplify in the first step. Means 5 2s are 10, we need to write first. After that, half is not there here. Okay. Next, division. Okay. According to this order, we need to simplify the question. So division means first between these two numbers, division operation is there. So first apply division for those two numbers. After that, multiplication. See, this is bracket. So this is already over and this is finished in second step. First step, second step, then into. Okay. And after that, addition. This one. Last one is subtraction. This is the order of how we are giving the priority for different operations. Okay. According to the BODMAS rule. So depending on that, I will give some of the questions for you. So remember, now coming to the second question. 3 2 by 8. As I told you, first multiply these two, then add resulting number. So 3 8s are 24 plus 2 is equal to 26. We will get in the numerator by 8. That's it. 26 in the numerator and 8 in the denominator. So no need to do this. Just directly we will get the answer. Just remember, between quotient and divisor we need to apply multiplication, and after that for the result we need to add the numerator. Complete value we need to place in numerator, and denominator will be same after the conversion also. Now coming to the third problem. 10 2 by 9. So I hope you understood this. First what we have to do, multiply these two numbers. 10 9s are 90. 90 plus 2. So 92 by 9 into plus. Then coming to the fourth problem, 8 7 by 9. Multiply these two. So 8 9s are 72. 72 plus 7. 79, and denominator we have 9. That's it. If suppose I have 1 2 by 3. 3 1s are 3. 3 plus 2 5. 5 by 3. That's it. Okay. So with these problems, exercise 1 finished. After that, we have the topics equivalent fractions and lowest form of a fraction and like and unlike fractions. All these definitions and about those fractions we have discussed previous class only. Once we will revise and we will do some of the problems related to those topics. Now next topic is equivalent fractions, like and unlike, lowest form of a fraction. All these we have. So we have seen when they are given, we need to decide it is belongs to which type of fraction. So depending on the numerator and denominator only, we have 4 types: unit fraction, proper, improper, and mixed fractions. Yes or no? So till that, we have done the problems from 7.1 also. Now coming to the next topic, that is like next type of fractions, like fractions and unlike fractions. Like fractions or unlike fractions, to decide that compulsory we need at least 2 or more than 2. More than 2 fractions means if they are given, for suppose I have 1/5, only one fraction is there. So I can't able to decide whether, see, like fractions, we are calling them as plural form, means if they are having, if we are having at least 2, at least means 2 or more than 2. So at least 2 fractions, then only we can decide whether those are like or unlike. How we are saying like or unlike? If the denominator of the given 2 fractions is equal, then those 2 fractions are said to be like fractions. Same. Fractions with the same denominator are called like fractions. If I have 1/5 and 2/3, fractions with different denominators are said to be unlike fractions. So why we are taking group of fractions means to apply the mathematical operations on fractions. That means addition, subtraction, and multiplication, division. To perform all those operations on fractions, we need to take like fractions and unlike fractions. If the question is given unlike fractions, we must convert them into like fractions. For that, we are using equivalent fractions and LCM and cross multiplication. Okay. So I hope it is very clear. Like fractions are nothing but the fractions which are having same denominator. Unlike fractions are the fractions which are having different denominators, means not equal denominators. Okay. Now coming to the equivalent fraction. Depending on these, we will see the questions in next class. Okay. Now observe what is the definition. Equivalent fraction is nothing but if you are taking a fraction, if you are multiplying with the same number for the numerator and denominator, then we will get its equivalent fraction. 3 2s are 6, 5 2s are 10. 6 by 10 is the equivalent fraction of 3 by 5. Okay. Multiplication and division only possible. If you are dividing with 3 by 2 divided by 5 by 2, even this one also, that is 3 by 2 will get in the numerator and 5 by 2 will get in the denominator. Even this one also is an equivalent fraction of 3 by 5. Means if you are multiplying or dividing numerator and denominator with the same number, then we will get its equivalent fractions. And where we are using these equivalent fractions? To convert unlike fractions to like fractions. That's it. And why we are converting means for comparing, means to write the fractions in order, ascending order or descending order, and addition and subtraction, we need equivalent fractions. Okay. And next, if you are having instead of multiplication and division, addition and subtraction, those are not equivalent fractions, remember. And now, first suppose with the example we will see how they are useful. See, one of the fraction I have x is equal to 4 by 3 and y is equal to 7 by 5. Like this I have two fractions. Now I want to compare those two fractions for comparison I said. So because x is having denominator 3, y is having 5, we can't able to compare. See, for suppose I have p is equal to 1 by 3, q is equal to 2 by 3. Now because these two fractions are having same denominator, they are said to be like fractions. In case of like fractions, it is very clear. When denominator is same, the numerator which is having lesser numerator, that one is the lesser value. Means here numerator 1 is lesser than 2. Therefore, p is lesser than q because both are like. Okay. If they are given like fractions, directly we can decide which one is greater, equal, like that. But if they are given unlike fractions, in that case we can't able to decide directly. For that sake, we are using equivalent fractions. How? Just observe. Here denominator 3 is there, denominator 5. So first convert them into like fractions because x and y are unlike fractions. Convert them into like fractions by taking equivalent fractions. How we are taking equivalent fractions? Go through with the cross multiplication. Cross multiplication is nothing but when I am taking x value 4 by 3. What is the denominator? We need to change the denominators only. So we are talking about denominators, that's all. What is the denominator of the next fraction y? 5. So equivalent fractions are nothing but we must multiply the numerator and the denominator with the same number or divide the numerator and denominator with the same number. Here I am multiplying x by 5 for numerator and the denominator. Then I'll get its equivalent fraction. Means instead of 4 by 3, I can use that value also. So 4 5s are 20 by 3 5s are 15 is the new value of x, which is equivalent to 4 by 3. And y is equal to, second fraction is 7 by 5. Y value is 7 by 5. Now I am taking 7 by 5. So consider the denominator of the first fraction, that is 3. So multiply the numerator and denominator with the 3. What I will get? 7 3s are 21 divided by 5 3s are 15. Just observe both the numbers 15 15. Now these are converted into like fractions by using the equivalent fraction. Okay. This method is said to be cross multiplication method. Because why we are telling cross multiplication means, see, 4 by 3, 7 by 5. This 5 we are multiplying for this numerator and denominator, and this 3 we are multiplying for numerator and denominator. That's why it is said to be cross multiplication. Okay. And now coming to next, decide which is greater, which is lesser, either x or y. Now observe x value is 20 by 15. 20 is lesser than 21, means x is lesser than y. That's all. So if you are taking directly, we are unable to decide because those are unlike fractions. For that sake, we are converting them into like fractions by using the cross multiplication method. In that, we are using equivalent fractions. So we are getting final answer as like fractions. Then we are able to decide which one is greater and which one is lesser. That's it. Okay. See, for suppose they are given 41 by 42, 2 by 3. Both are unlike, we know that. So go through with the equivalent fractions, cross multiplication. 3 multiply for this fraction, 42 multiply for this fraction. 3 ones are 3, 3 fours are 12, 123. And for this we will get 2 twos are 4, 2 fours are 8. Okay. By this 3 we need to multiply for this. 3 twos are 6, 3 fours are 12. And again 42 we need to multiply for this by 2 threes are 6, 3 fours are 12, 126 only. Means after the conversion we are getting denominators the same. Now 123 is greater than 84. So 41 by 42 is greater than 2 by 3. Okay, if they are given any two fractions which are unlike, in that case just go through with the cross multiplication. So here we will get numerator as 6, 6 threes are 18. And here we will get 3 5s are 15 and 3 6 are 18. Both are now having same denominator 18. 6 is lesser than 15. So final 1 by 3 is lesser than 5 by 6. Means for comparing we need to convert them into like fractions compulsory. Not only comparison, for addition, subtraction and multiplication and so still some more examples we will discuss in the next class.